11 feet tall, 12 feet wide, and 10,000 pounds. Small wonder people call these trucks monsters. While today's monster fans eat up every kind of crash, 20 years ago the big thrill came from car crushing.
If it wasn't for Bob, we wouldn't be here right now.
Bob Chandler didn't realize he was building a monster enterprise when he raced the very first Bigfoot.
The more, I hate to say ridiculous, but the more ridiculous the truck got, the more the people seem to like it. Basically, in my eyes, God to monster trucks, he started it all.
Today, you won't find too many 10-foot tires or drivers pulling acrobatic stunts. Crowds now are more interested in racing and anything-goes freestyle competition. But the ultimate monster sights and sounds come once a year, when the nation's top 10 drivers squeeze their trucks into trailers and hit the road to go head-to-head with each other at the motorsport capital of the world, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, well, I mean, this is like motorsport heaven here, you know? I mean, everybody likes coming to Indianapolis. I mean, all the racing tradition that's here.
I want to win this one. I wouldn't say I got the jitters. I'm kind of fired up.
Our egos are bigger than our trucks. We're really good friends back here in the pits. We're a family. We'll do anything for each other. Once we get to the starting line, that friendship's out the window.
Indianapolis plays host to the largest gathering of the truck tribe on the planet. From hydraulics to suspension and flashy paint, hordes of people come to gawk and drool at all the tricked-out trucks. In the pantheon of monster trucks, you've got your big dogs, the heavily sponsored factory machines like Ford's Bigfoot and Dodge's Raminator.
Coming out of the shop to a big event like Indy, we're pretty well prepared to go race as soon as we tire up.
And then you have your underdogs, the so-called independents.
Provide for my family with a vehicle, so if that truck's not running, we don't eat.
John Seesock is one of 7 Indies at Indy this weekend who compete largely on their own nickel.
Part of the money with us racing all the time and trying to save as much money as we can so we can put back in our vehicles, we stay in our living quarters.
John has been racing professionally for 14 years, spending most of his time in this trailer, going from city to city. A recent rollover has left his truck, sudden impact, suddenly very banged up.
I've been having a really good year, except for the past couple of weeks. Things have a little bit of black cloud over top of me, but yeah, you take a roll with the punches. You get the good ones and the bad ones.
Dan Runte and Bigfoot arrive in Indianapolis after a short flight over a Boeing 727.
I'd never jumped over anything like this. We actually left the ramp at 69.5 miles an hour, which put the truck way up and way further than we actually thought it was going to go. We actually jumped 202 foot.
202 feet?
Yeah. Woo! It was exciting. They had a great crowd there, but it did some damage to the truck. I mean, we bent the frame and bent some wheels, and it bruised me.
Rough ride.
Runte's only rolled a modest 5 times in his 14-year career, and it hurt every time.
You hear the fiberglass breaking around you, and the dirt comes in the cab. It's violent.
Bone-crushing, truck-torturing stunts are part of every monster truck's MO. Bad behavior the factory teams can afford.
If it wasn't for the sponsorship and everything else, you know, the sport wouldn't go as far as it did.
Building the perfect beast takes quite a bankroll. These trucks carry a monstrous price tag of about $150,000.
Tire and wheels about $2,500. To be competitive, you're going to put $40,000 to probably $50,000 in a motor.
And this one is getting a new body, one that may not even survive the weekend.
We're questioning a little bit whether the tailgate and the bedsides, because they hang back further, are going to make it through the weekend.
Runte is famous for his power wheelies, but this longer frame could hit the dirt and cause an endo. That's when a truck rolls end over end.
This one might get sacrificed, is what I'm saying. Who knows?
The hands-down bad boy of monster truck racing is Black Stallion driver Mike Vaders.
They call me the madman around here, but yeah, Wild Child's another one they call me.
The Wild Child hung his 10,000-pound truck 60 feet in the air, just for the attention.
It was all over Indianapolis. It was cool.
Unconventional at best, this 20-year veteran will do just about anything for his fans.
They want to see freestyle. That's where we go out and do the highest wheelie, farthest jump, whatever we can do to get the crowd on our side.
As the sun begins to set, the show starts.
These trucks are all so close that if you don't cut a good light or you don't cut a good flag, chances are you're going to get beat.
And the pressure is on Dan Runty tonight. Bigfoot is the one everyone wants to beat.
Bigfoot this round. He's going down.
I mean, everybody's just gunning for you. It's Bigfoot, you know, let's get him.
On the very first race of the night, it happens. Predator devours Bigfoot. Black Stallion gallops over sudden impact. And in the final round, Raminator takes the overall win. Already, Ramunition popped a tire, and Summit burned its transmission.
Hopefully we have better luck tomorrow.
It's day 2 at Indy, and everyone gets a second chance.
The truck's really working good, setting down good. We really got her dialed in.
First off, it's Mike Vaders and his Black Stallion versus the Raminator. But an electrical problem stops the big red Dodge dead in its tracks.
I tell you, I really don't like winning a race that way, but I'll take it. The win's a win.
Bigfoot and Nightmare meet up next, and Bigfoot stomps its adversary.
It was awesome. We're putting the tranny under a lot of pressure because of gear change, but it's forward, it'll make it.
After a few more runs, the finals come down to independent Mike Vader in Black Stallion versus Dan Runty and the factory-sponsored Bigfoot.
Black Stallion's been running tough all day, and they're sitting over there signaling me to go, so I guess I'll go and find out what's going to happen.
A few seconds later, Black Stallion bolts ahead of Bigfoot. For Vaders and the other independent underdogs, it's a big win.
And we're breaking our piggy banks open just to be able to come out here and run with these guys.
The sport is not as cutthroat as it seems. Vaders wouldn't have won the race tonight without a bigger fuel jet. He got it from his rival, John Seesock.
He would have done the same thing for me, but you could have waited another round before you beat me.
I gave you your jet back Sunday night.
Good job, man.
All right.
In the freestyle event, the fans decide the winner. Tonight, the pressure is on to turn some heads. One by one, the drivers bust their humps, their axles, and their tires just to please the crowd. All in all, 6 of the 10 monsters drive their vehicles into the ground. Once again, the wild child, Mike Vaders, takes the win, but at a price.
We broke a tail shaft on the transmission, broke the seat, and right over here, we've got an air leak. If you can hear the tire leaking, it's going to be a long night.
Even though most drivers will spend the night pounding in the pits, they say it's exactly where they want to be.
We're here for the fans, to see a smile on the kid's face. If it wasn't for them guys, we wouldn't be here.
And this year's win by an independent proves that no one can predict how a monster might behave.
When an independent steps up there and knocks us off, you know, that definitely shows there's real racing out there. So anything can happen. Anybody can win.
Straight ahead, smash 'em, crash 'em.